Hey guys, I'm Tyrone and welcome back to Harrison Family Farm. I don't have my microphone, I don't have my gimbal because I'm actually recording a little bit impromptu. It is Sunday here on the farm and I was just actually getting my morning started, having my coffee, and I actually noticed something very unfortunate. It seems that we lost our baby goat. You guys saw the thumbnail, if I used it. But yeah, I woke up and she's caught up in the dog's net fencing, and yeah, she's not breathing, she's dead. I just discovered her. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words. I'm really hurt by that. Really hurt by that. I got the fence off now naturally. It wasn't popping when I came out here, but it seems to me that maybe the goats got out via the dog, like jumped into the dog's pen and then jumped out again. The adult goats, but the baby goats seem to have gotten caught up in the fence here. Hush, Sophie. That's the best I can make of it, because the fence is displaced. I can see where she got caught up, and she's pulled the fence post out there up to the dog house. And so yeah, the bigger goats are right here. But yeah, it seemed that she tried to follow mom and dad and got caught up in this fence, and I don't know if it just essentially shocked her to death is what my guess is. But really just hate to see that, really do. And I'm not even sure how the goats got out anyway. Everything looks to be intact. I'm looking at the reason that baby goat was in here is because their pen is right against the dog's pen. That they meet up together, and so this is the area the goats were in, and she might either jump from one of those logs, or up here there's a little area right here where these gates meet this side post that maybe she could have came through in here. And whereas mom and dad were able to make it out, she maybe was not able to get out, unfortunately. But yeah, it just really sucks, man. We'll go ahead and get her cleaned up, get this fence back intact, and kind of look to see what I can do about the body and how to take care of that. But yeah, I can't even say that the dogs mess with her. She's not, there's no blood or anything like that. It's like she just got caught in the fence. And yeah. So anyway, guys, I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later. I'm gonna get things sorted out here, and yeah. All right, guys, quick update. I've now gotten her body out. I've now gotten her body out of the fence and gotten the fence back in good repair. And so I'm actually just kind of going through things. I was actually about to disassemble the fence, and in doing so, I was going to turn off the electrical fence just to come out. It's not even connected, and so I don't know if I tripped over my extension cord or maybe one of the goats had previously, but the fence wasn't even on when she died. So I guess she just got caught up in the mesh. Well, I'm sorry if you see it. And so she was wrapped pretty well in it, and so I guess it just strangled her just being there on the ground, because yeah, the fence wasn't even on. And that was one thing I noticed. And even if you guys remember me recording earlier, the fence wasn't popping, like it wasn't grounding out on her or anything like that, and I didn't turn it off until after. And so it didn't even click for me in that moment. But yeah, I guess she either, one of the what I want to say, strings or whatever got around her neck, or whatever the case may be, because she was tangled twice. Like I had to reconfigure her body in position several times to get her out of there, because she was well entangled. So yeah, guys, very unfortunate, but I just wanted to offer that update as I'm it's all coming to light to me. So yeah, I'll check back in with you guys later. All right, guys, so I'm just checking back in. With the goats getting out to begin with, I went ahead and move their fence, move their area to the next piece of land I'm gonna give them. And so, just so you guys can see, this is where they are leaving. You can see all the weeds are pretty much eaten down. There's some grass left. In a perfect world, I would have, the cows on this right after them. But naturally, as you guys know, don't currently quite have the infrastructure for that in place just yet. And this is where they'll be next. As you can see, kind of the white fence post. This is the area right here, and still being energized off of that cow pen. There's Jay laying down right there, actually. I don't know where Beyonce went. But anyway, and so with that, with being over here, I mean, it had me thinking about this area back here that is just really starting to get crazy on me as far as growing. I spent time last year kind of working my way back into this thick area, and I'll continue to do that this year. And so kind of got a half a thought to get the tractor going and kind of get that brush hog in here, get some of this cleared down, and that way I can get to some of the bigger trees or whatever with a chainsaw. All kind of critters in here. I know I mentioned to you guys before, we've seen a lot of rabbits on the farm this year, like crazy amounts. And even today, when I was moving this goat pen, I saw at least 2 or 3. Scared the mess out of me too, because it's so thick over there where I just put them that I couldn't see the ground, and so I just see something pop up and run. But I want to continue to get this opened up, get this cleared out. One thing that having the cows on that extra piece of land, as I showed you guys in the last video or the previous video, that I have learned is that it doesn't take them long to go through that. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be anything that was going to sustain them for a large amount of time, but yeah, it went pretty quickly. So getting more land cut down, getting more fence up is always a top priority. You guys hear me mention it a lot here on the channel, and so that's just reiterating that. One thing I do want to keep in mind as I'm continuing to clear is I want to be strategic in the sense that I want to make sure that I leave ample shade trees for the animals and for myself as well if I'm out here working, So getting rid of stuff that's not that important to me as far as trees go, but also preserving those that will offer shade and other benefits. Some of these big tall trees, I think I'm gonna just leave them, or at least I'm gonna clear around them to begin with, and if I do decide to cut them, it's gonna be something that's gonna be later. Just because from visually I like them, Here's another pretty tall one that we got right there. We got several of those. Now the only thing about it I have noticed as I've walked the property previously is that some of them are rotting. So ones that I noticed that are dead, I am going to take them down, just because I don't want them to be a threat to the animals, to the fence, to myself, or anything like that. But outside of that, I do like them. Here's one there. I don't know if you guys can really appreciate how wide that trunk is, but I would say it's probably 18-inch diameter or so, at least, and she goes up pretty good. But yeah, I don't want to just be rambling, but that's what I was thinking when I was moving this goat fence, getting that tractor going, getting this stuff cleared down so I can walk in here comfortably and not worry about something getting a hold of my foot, and start getting in here with that chainsaw. I also, as I mentioned to you guys before, want to get rid of this big old mound of stuff right here. Oh man, I didn't zoom out. Sorry guys, so sorry. But this big old mound of brush and stuff here. Now I'm probably gonna need some machinery to do it completely, but I continue to cut on it with a chainsaw anytime I come out here, and just make log piles or burning. I did some burning there last year actually. And yeah guys, just wanted to tap in right quick. We'll see what I end up doing. I also got to get the goats gathered. That way I can get them in their new pen as well. And once I get them situated, I'll look to embark upon other things. Hey guys, just wanted to check in right quick. So it's actually a bit later. I I stopped or took a pause earlier this morning. The tractor was getting a little warm, and then I also wanted to make sure I had plenty hydraulic and transmission fluid in the tractor. So I stopped to do that, and then started doing some work inside just because it was so warm outside. And so now it's a bit in the evening. It's probably like getting on 7 o'clock, and so I'm out here just kind of looking over what I did and contemplating if I want to start the tractor back up and get back out here. I also was able to get the goats moved. And so you can see our two remaining goats, unfortunately. They're in here in their new spot, hanging out. And they've been in here a few hours. I actually did that fairly quickly after I mentioned it to you guys earlier. And so this is actually what I have cleared or have been able to clear. I just backed in the tractor as you guys saw. So this is an area I could get a bit better, obviously. And down in here as well. So I actually might go ahead and start it back up and push in here a little bit more to get all I can get, so to speak, or so to think of. But but yeah, so far so good. And I know another thing I haven't done in a while is I haven't put out our trail cam. Those of you that have been watching the channel for a while know that I have a trail cam that I put out. And since the last time I reviewed it, I have not put it back out. So that is something else I need to get on top of doing and get back in the habit of. But this too, you can see, wasn't able to clear this. I actually this is a wood pile here, so I didn't clean it. I didn't want to drive the brush hog in it and get one of those logs stuck in it. And actually, y'all, I'm tripping. It's been a long day. So I said the reason I stopped cutting earlier was because the brush hog got warm and I wanted to check the fluid. That is true, but the reason that made me stop immediately, now that I'm thinking back, is that I shared with you guys before that I had a blade on the brush hog that was kind of loose and floppy. And so what really made me stop was I was hearing metal hit metal. And so I'm guessing that that blade has gotten so floppy that it's hitting the deck of the brush hog. And that's what made me stop. So with that in mind, I'm not going to be able to cut anymore today. I don't know how I forgot that, but yeah, that was the true reason. Now that I'm thinking back. But what that is going to do is make that a priority for me to go ahead and get those blades in for sure, rather sooner than later, just because our youngest his birthday's coming up, not in 2 weeks essentially. And so we're gonna have guests over, and we're gonna be making use of that lateral field. And as you guys know, I use the brush hog and tractor to cut that. So I'm definitely gonna want to put a fresh cut on it. and I'm definitely gonna need those blades in order to do that. So I actually did earlier. Now that my thoughts are coming back to me, I was focused on what I was doing inside. But sorry, but anyway, now that my thoughts are coming back to me, I did go ahead and take measurements on the blades finally, and I'm gonna start my search online to get those blades. Like I mentioned to you guys before, I did not see them in store, so I'm going to start my search online. I looked a little bit earlier, but I didn't find exactly what I was looking for then. So we'll see how it goes. Um, Man, I hate that. I forgot all about that because I was really planning on doing that next. And then I was also going to get in a dog pen. As you guys can see, I've even got it all moved out my way. Well, I don't know if you can see that, but that's how I got the tractor in here earlier, because I had that dog pen moved from how it typically is. And so, yeah, I had it ready to go. But we won't be doing that today. Something cool that I've been seeing out here that I'll share with you guys is sunflowers. I've seen them before. They usually tend to grow in this area back here, which is crazy. And I've also seen some over there. There goes a patch. I have to zoom in for you guys to see, but there's another patch of them. And so that's pretty cool, if you ask me anyway. I hear our fence grounding somewhere. And also I see the goats that knock down their water. They're always helping me out. But yeah, guys, I need to actually be looking for, I was saying I actually need to be looking for a spot to bury our goat. With the passing of her. I'm not sure. It's probably going to be in this area I just cut, to be honest. Just a little bit away from the house, because any grave that I dig is going to be shallow. And so as that the corpse decomposes, there will be smells. And I want to for sure try to keep it away from our animals, though. Our dogs, I don't want them messing with the body when I have them out and loose. And so I'm going to try to put it back here a bit, dig as deep as I can. We do have some trenches and some waterways, but my only fear with that is that the water will erode the soil or land I used to cover her, and so then the body will be exposed again. So I don't know. I need to do something quick though, because it is starting to accumulate flies, and with that comes other things, other insects and whatnot, and so we just don't want that. That's not good news for the farm. But like I said, I haven't decided on a place just yet. It's gonna be out here somewhere. Um, Really, I'm typically, just being honest with you guys, I typically have burned animals or cremated, whatever you want to call it, animals that have passed away on the farm. A few years ago, Beyonce lost a calf, or I had a stillbirth or whatever, and that's what I did with that one. And then I think I also had, what else has passed away here? Oh, Copper, our other goat. I think I did the same with her, but I kind of been hesitant to burn this year. You guys haven't seen me burn at all this year. And the reason has, it's just been really windy. Today's a good day. Now that I'm just taking note of it, but I really don't have things set up to burn right now, just because of the way I got my fencing set up. Most of my burn piles are inside what I have now made the cow pen. And yeah, I just don't want to start a fire right now today, because that's gonna take my attention, and that's not just not what I'm looking to do right now. So we'll see. It's cool seeing grass come up in here. The cow pen here. It's sparse for sure, but just seeing green come up, just because the cows have been able to give it a break, is pretty cool. And that was the goal, to give this a break. That way it could do something while the cows are in this area. And there's, who's that? That's Jay down there past the tires. He kind of blends into you guys. But yeah, there he is down there. This is where the hay is. I need to put another bale out, but I think they'll make it another day at least. So I'm not going to worry about it today. But yeah, guys, not much else going on today. I'm actually now that I just remembered that I don't have the ability to use that brush hog, I'm actually going to get on that now. That's just something I want to make sure I got at least on order. I don't know where I'm gonna be able to get it from, which means I don't know how long it's going to take to get here, and I don't know how hard it's going to be to find also. So I just want to make sure I have it in time to install it and then also make use of it. Another thing that happened today is, I don't know if you guys caught it earlier, if you noticed by sound, is my muffler fell off my tractor. Now this ain't something that just happened. That male goat of ours, when he gets out, he likes to sit up here. And when he sits up here, he likes to put his head and push on here a lot. And so he did that so much that he made it weak and then went ahead and broke on us, unfortunately. And so it looks like I'll be doing some type of a weld job on it to get it back on here. I've previously welded before. It wasn't the best, obviously, if he was able to break it, but it is what it is. On Monday evening at that, I need to go ahead and get some hay for the cows. I think I mentioned to you guys yesterday that they were extremely low. And so it's only gotten worse since. They've actually been mooing at me, and they're standing here looking at me now. But yeah, there they are. They've been following me back and forth. I've actually already got the gate open that I need to move the trailer down there to get the hay into that area that I got open for the cows. I just finished putting some air in the tractor tire. So I'm about to go ahead and get the tractor started, let it warm up for a hot second, and then go hook up to the trailer and get that hay in there for the cows. And I'll check back in with you guys. One thing I do hate about doing this today is that we got some heavy rainfall earlier today, so the ground is soaking wet. And this brush hog and tractor don't leave marks out through my yard. But what can you do? don't get much better than that, folks. It's gonna work just well for us. All right, guys, I went ahead and just parked the tractor after I unhitched from this trailer. I'm gonna put my little trailer lock on it. Now, the other thing I need to do is give the cows access to the hay. So open up that red gate you guys have heard me mention before. Kind of kicking myself right now. I had a piece of wire on that tractor that I wanted to swap out and put on this fence right here. I'll show you what I mean. Got my super high-tech security system, which is just this little low gauge wire. And so I was going to swap it out for a longer piece that I had on that tractor, but I forgot. So yeah, that's why I'm kicking myself. Because getting that one on and off is always a fight. But go up here where the cows are. You can see that eating this down a lot. You know, it's crazy. And so I might be a little bit more on top of things as far as putting out the hay, because I don't want them to overeat this. The last thing I want is for, you know, this area to look like this area, right? That's not the goal here. It's to give that area, it's to give this area a break. And which you can already see, there's grass trying to come up all through here. I know I showed you guys yesterday, but I have to show you again. I'm excited. I can't help it, right? And here comes lead investigator to see what I'm doing. That's Beyonce. But they know I have access to their new bell, and so they'll be happy. And I still need to get that bell ring out of here. I've been slacking, but yeah, I got to get it out of here. You can see even in here, grass is starting to take off. And so that's just a very short period of time. And so that's promising to me. And I'm excited to see that. And here comes Jay, not far behind Beyonce. We get this fence lock or gate lock back up, and I'll check in with you guys in a bit. I guess now it's time for me to do the thing that I've been putting off. And that is dealing with the remains of that baby goat. And so, like I told you, I didn't end up doing anything with her last night or yesterday. And so she's still up here, about to grab her a shovel and make my way into the woods a little bit. I'm not gonna go too deep just because I don't want her to drag her body. But one thing is that our favor, it did rain today. The soil should be loose, but it will be heavy because it's gonna be so saturated, but can't win them all, right? So we get what I need, shovel her and everything else. And we'll go out here and see if we can't essentially dig a shallow grave. So yeah. I'm actually thinking just right here. This is an old burn pile of mine, and it should do just fine. All right, guys, so our grave is dug. I don't know how well that comes through on camera, but I think it's large enough, deep enough, and all that jazz. I haven't tried to put her in it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Barely large enough, but we're gonna make it work. There it is, guys. Unfortunately, you guys recall, I was super excited to have a kid goat on the farm. I actually had gotten doubtful of the male and female goat because so much time had passed since I've got them and no kids. So this is really heartbreaking, you know, but got to keep pushing. Things do happen, and without a few failures, there is no success. So staying positive. Well, guys, I think that's gonna pretty much do it. Not something that you like to do on your farm, but it is one of those things that happen. It is an occurrence. It has happened, and so got to be prepared to deal with it when those times arise. So glad I was able to go ahead and get that done. That way now she has a final resting place. She was born here and she'll forever be here. So whew, I'm about to gather up my stuff and make my way back towards the house. Still need to feed the animals and it's getting late. So let me finish off what I need to do. All right, guys, so I just finished getting all the animals fed and taking care of pretty much everything else I need to do out here. That's pretty much gonna do it for me, guys, on this video. I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification if you haven't already, and leave me a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. But until next time, guys, have a great week and peace.